The pastors are diluting the word. And when you dilute, the other morning I was making breakfast for my grandbaby, and on the menu was mashed potatoes and eggs. And how I usually prepare my mashed potatoes is that I add enough water that when the potatoes are already tender enough for mashing, all I need to do is just mash it all with the water. As I was preparing the mashed potatoes, I realized that I put too much water. And so the mashed potatoes were coming out soupy. And I thought to myself, oh my goodness, the baby is not going to eat these mashed potatoes because they are way too soupy. And I was hoping that it was going to be consumed. And all of a sudden, whoosh, what occurred to me is, when we go to church, right, we're being fed. The job of the pastor is to feed and to care for and to love Jesus' sheep, his lambs, which are us. And so when we go to church, we're trusting that what they're feeding us is the truth and is in context and is correct. And giving the baby this soupy mashed potatoes, Lord kind of highlighted it for me. The pastors are diluting the word. And when you dilute the word, you're not giving it in the proper context. And so we're being fed the diluted word. When I fed the baby the soupy mashed potatoes, the baby looked at it and made a face, and it was like, this is not familiar, but it still tastes good. It tastes like mashed potatoes, so the baby consumed it. And that's the same thing that happens in the church today. The pastors do not want to be bold enough to tell the truth as it is, and so they dilute it. They make it sound like what they're saying is appropriate and in its context. And because it sounds like the word, it seems to taste like the word, it's not really the word. It's diluted. And we don't go to church to get the word diluted. We go to church to be fed the truth as it is, no more and no less. Period.